Well, good afternoon, and thank you very much for being here. It is a pleasure for me to welcome His Royal Highness Prince Saud here back to the State Department, a building he has spent more time in than I have. So it's a delight and an honor. I think it is so self-evident, but bears repeating, that Saudi Arabia has been a close friend and ally of the United States for many years. Our partnership is grounded in mutual respect and mutual interests. Our two nations seek to maintain an open and active dialogue on a wide range of bilateral, regional, and global challenges, including achieving a comprehensive peace in the Middle East based on the two-state solution, ending Iran's pursuit of nuclear weapons, confronting violent extremism, and encouraging economic recovery and growth. Today, Prince Saud and I discussed ways we can broaden and deepen our partnership, including the continuation of the U.S.-Saudi strategic dialogue, something that was discussed between His Majesty the King and President Obama. I thanked the Prince for the leadership that King Abdullah and his government has shown by championing the Arab Peace Initiative. The wide support for the King's plan is very encouraging. But of course, we need to do more to realize the rights of Palestinians and Israelis to live in peace and security in two states, side by side. And the United States is working very closely and intensely with the Israelis on the issues of settlements and easing living conditions for the Palestinians, and with the Palestinian Authority on improving security and ending incitement on the West Bank and in Gaza. We've also asked the Arab states, including our friends in Saudi Arabia, to work with us to take steps to improve relations with Israel, to support the Palestinian Authority, and to prepare their people to embrace the eventual peace between the Palestinians and the Israelis. Saudi Arabia's continued leadership is absolutely vital to achieve a comprehensive and lasting peace. Prince Saud and I also discussed our other efforts to address regional security challenges. I want to underscore publicly what the Prince knows and His Majesty the King knows. The U.S. commitment to Saudi Arabia's security is unwavering. We share concerns about the destabilizing role that Iran has played throughout the region and the continued expansion of its nuclear program and its support for terrorism. At the same time, we are working together to deny terrorists safe haven and access to funding, particularly in Afghanistan and Pakistan. I also appreciate His Majesty the King's and the Prince's efforts for Saudi Arabia's leadership within the G20 and our mutual response to the global economic crisis. I'm also personally very pleased by the steps that His Majesty the King is taking to implement reforms, including appointing the Kingdom's first female official as Deputy Minister of Education. The work that the King is doing on educational reform and judicial system reform and championing interfaith dialogue is very important. And I was excited to hear about the upcoming opening of the King Abdullah University in Saudi Arabia for graduate study that will be focusing on the modern sciences. So, Your Royal Highness, thank you. Thank you for your years of friendship, and thank you for making this visit and our commitment to continuing our dialogue. I look forward to working with you in the future on behalf of our nations and our common goals for the world.